brother called that night. When you get out, I'll be waiting for you. That's a promise. My lawyer came to see me the next day looking defeated before she even sat down. The prosecutor wants 8 years, she said. Your wife is testifying against you. Your son is claiming years of abuse. You don't stand a chance. I leaned forward and told her to go to my house and look in my son's closet behind the winter coats. She asked what she'd find. Something that changes everything, I said, and grab his phone from under his mattress. Read the texts. She came back 2 days later looking like she hadn't slept. I found it, she said quietly, and I read through his phone, all of it. She sat down and slid a folder of printed screenshots across the table. He was being recruited, I said, for 4 months. This gang told him he was special. They told him he'd have money, protection, and a real family. My lawyer nodded slowly. His initiation was scheduled for that night, I said. A drive-by. They were picking him up at 9 and he was going to shoot into a house where a rival crew hung out. My lawyer was shaking her head in disbelief. I found what they gave him for the job. I took photos and I called the police. You know what they told me? I could feel my jaw tightening. They said they'd look into it. My son was hours away from becoming a murderer or a body in the street, and the cops said they'd look into it. My lawyer closed the folder slowly. So you broke his leg. I looked her dead in the eyes. A broken leg heals in 8 weeks. A murder charge follows you forever. A bullet in your chest doesn't heal at all. I had to stop my son from getting in that car, and nobody was coming to help me, so I made sure he couldn't walk. 3 boys died in that drive-by. The crew that was supposed to pick up my son shot into the wrong house and got ambushed driving away. My son watched the news from his hospital bed and saw their faces. He called me that night sobbing so hard he couldn't speak. He's in college now, and he calls me every day and tells me he loves me.